Ouch.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
That's nice.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
I left it in my other coat pocket. Hey, got a book for you.
Hi.
It will be so lovely to have my ancestors' book. Do you have it?
Yeah, here you go. That was all? Do you know anything about the missing synth? Here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to an old man to hold something like this in his hands. I assume you'll want to be paid in caps, yes? Here, this should cover it.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
What if I'm hungry? Let's talk.
Excuse me.
Hello again. It's always nice to see you.
Tell me about a missing synth.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Ah, Dr. Hughes' synth. I try not to get involved in departmental disputes.
Okay. Are you sure? Forget it. You better tell me what you know or else. I find it hard to believe. I think you do know something.
I find that hard to believe. I think you do know something.
Okay, sometimes I do hear things. For example, I know Hilda's husband has been going through a hard time lately. He could easily have made some kind of mistake. Of course, I'm only speculating.
Okay.
Liam's been trying to teach me.
And, I think there's a couple more people that we need to talk to.
Robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
That's
Glad it's
nice.
back.
So, played some Dead by Daylight with a couple friends the other day. It was kind of cool.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my...
Someone's in trouble. Hello. Let's chit-chat. Dr. Freddie Hamlin.
Hi.
I wondered how long it would be before you came and bothered me. Father may have given you the run of the place, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Got any work? What do you do around here? That's all for now. Do you know any? What do you do around
What do you
here?
do around here?
I pick up the slack left by Dr. Lee. And believe me, there's a lot of it.
Got any work?
Got any work?
I suppose if you're going to be hanging around here, you may as well make yourself useful. I'm sure you're aware, having destroyed plenty of them yourself, our synths are vulnerable to damage. Most of the technology is beyond useless when a synth is destroyed. However, sometimes a critical synth component will survive. If you find any, I'd like you to bring them back. Not the regular ones. I only want the critical ones. You'll know them when you see them.
Probably say that they're correct. No, actually, apparently I have one. Here you go.
I've got some right here.
No, you don't. Don't mess me around.
Okay. Let's
How
talk.
silly of me to think we were done talking.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Hilda's still going on about this? We had a thorough investigation and established the synth had picked up a fault during production.
What are you hiding? If you won't help me, fine. I'll find someone else who will. Fair enough. If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
All right, fine. I have a copy of Dr. Hughes's original query here. Below that is the report produced by Advanced Systems. I hope that satisfies you.
Good enough for me.
father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
That's nice. Synth retention. Hello.
Scanning. Subject identified.
That's nice.
Nice work bringing that
Excuse
rogue
me?
synth back.
Yeah.
It was an
What'd I do?
honor to fight at your side.
Okay. Dr. Daniel Rhodes.
Hey,
Hey man, I'm Danny Rhodes. I don't think we've met
Rhodes.
yet. How's it going?
Got any work? What do you do around here? Nothing else for now. Do you know anything about a missing synth? Got any work?
got any work?
You know what, man? I do have something I could do with getting done. I'm just a little shy about it.
Forget it. Never mind. Could 100 caps change your mind? Really don't care. I can tell. Why don't you tell me about it?
I can tell. Why don't you tell me about it?
All right. Do you know Freddie Hamlin? In that sense? Well, I'm totally in love with her. Thing is, she doesn't even know I exist. I want to tell her how I feel, but I'm way too shy.
For
I
sure.
wrote her this letter. Could you, slip it into her locker for me?
For sure, bud. I'll do it. Everything you love will just get taken away from you in the end. I don't really care. If you love someone, hold on to them. Tomorrow you might not have the chance. Sure, I'll go dramatic.
If you love someone, hold on to them. Tomorrow you might not have the chance.
I get what you're saying, but I just can't do it myself. Will you please do it?
Sure.
I'll do it.
Sweet! Thank you so much. Here's the letter. Let me know as soon as you've stashed it.
Okay, I love you so much, Freddy. You're messing with my hearty. I think of you when I'm in Betty. I love you so much, Freddy. For a relationship, I'm ready. I really like it if we could go steady. I love you so much, Freddy. On my proposition, I hope you'll meditate. Or medi. Come see me. I've got you a teddy. All my love, the Rowdy Man. Okay. Oh, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Okay. Let's turn this in, or put this in her locker. Okay. Back this way. Hello. Don't mind me. Can you go away? I can't push you because I didn't set up my mod. There we go. It would be under miscellaneous, and I didn't catch the name of it. I think it was just letter? Love letter. That was it. That was it, right? Okay. Hopefully my read directly mod isn't messing things up again. Although I think last time I had an issue with it, it wasn't actually that. It was something else. So I've noticed not too many new mods have been coming out for Fallout 4 lately.
Operating at full capacity.
That's nice.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Hey, wait, there you are. Stop moving.
Excuse me.
Oh man, it's you again.
What's the news?
What's the news?
I'm still waiting on you to deliver that letter.
I delivered it. I delivered it.
Excuse me.
Oh man, it's you again.
I'll just ask you about the synth. Assume that one might be broken, or I could have broken it.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Oh man, this again? It's about that lady in robotics, right? I handle a lot of missing synths. Sometimes we get them back, sometimes they vanish forever. Shit happens. Am I right?
Okay.
Nothing else for now.
Alright, see you around.
No, actually, I'm going to ask you what you do around here.
Oh man, it's you again.
What do you do around here?
I chill. That's when a-hole AO isn't getting all up in my business. I don't even want this job. Everyone just got bumped up a notch when old Zimmer frame Zimmer left.
Okay. Zimmer frame Zimmer. Okay. That's all I wanted. And turn that one off. Boom. Got one more person to talk to, it looks like.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Okay, on to the computer to write up my report. Hilda's terminal. Research notes. Oh boy, a lot more reading again. So I'll hold on these again. And we'll do the same thing that I did last time. And yep. Hope everyone's having a good time. Not by just watching my video, but in general. Life being good. If you're in school, hopefully school's going well for you. If you're out of school and have a job, hopefully that's going well for you. More diary stuff, so I'll go over these too. I once tried to write my own little diary. Oop, I didn't stay on that one that long. So I got bored of it pretty quick. It was actually on the first computer that I owned, which was a Macintosh SE, I believe it was called, or a Macintosh Classic. One of those all-in-one things. Black and white screen. Very reminiscent of what this looks like. Except for it was actual Mac OS, so had files and folders and all that sort of stuff. Made a little maze of folders that you had to navigate to get to my journal, just to try and prevent friends or family or other people from reading it. Yep, it was kind of stupid. So, anyways, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so basically the research notes were about how she got promoted and found a bunch of logs and paperwork from before the war that showed the early work on the institutes, or on the synths, and how she was trying to discover what these memories were and all that. Then the diary was a diary. She talked about how she got promoted and was excited about it, about getting the room. Then after the incident with her husband, which she has no clue that happened, she starts noticing that he's getting more messy and sleeping a lot, and she actually mentions that every few hours he'll sleep for an hour. And that basically he was saying that everyone's in baby mode, basically implying that, and that he was the only one in true survival mode, so implying that everyone else is playing the game at a lower difficulty rather than doing the survival mode. Then, of course, I end up killing... she finds out about the memory den, talks to Kellogg, tries to convince him to go there to get some stuff. Of course, he's not interested because he just wants to kill stuff. But he confirms that, yes, the memory den does have this technology. And so just before she can actually officially get him to go there and get the software that I got for her, I ended up killing him. And so she's been wondering what in the world I would do, and she finds out that I'm headed to the institute, and she's all freaked out, but Father's like, no, it's cool. He only did that because Kellogg stole me as a child, or she doesn't know that Kellogg stole him as a child, but just basically saying any parent that was had this sort of incident happen to them would react the same way, and blah blah blah. So we will write our investigation report, and oh no, a bunch more reading. Okay, select report draft to review, select required confirmation. Solution 1, internal report accurate, production fault cover-up, rapid escape, gross ineptitude, sinister conspiracy. Oh boy, I don't know. I mean, let's see. The husband had noticed the production line error, which would fall under gross incompetence. The one dude, the kind of whoa bro dude, he, again, kind of gross incompetence, but he did seem intelligent enough to be like, hey, this stuff happens, we've lost sense, and of course playing this game I know that there are missing sense. I can't remember what the other lady said. And the other guy. Just pretty much, oh boy. I'm going to do a quick save and stand on this chair. So I will choose... there we go. Oh, let's click on these. Please review content and confirm report. Conclusion rundown. The initial joint report submitted to Dr. Hilda Hughes by SRB and Advanced Systems was accurate. The X1495 synth contained a serious production error, which meant it needed to be decommissioned. A thorough investigation by Dr. Hargoth Hughes found that no other synths produced at the same time contained any errors. Let's see. Missing X1495 synth was the result of a cover-up organized with Advanced Systems and SRB. A serious production fault occurred through the whole batch of synths, and X1495 was destroyed to help keep it quiet. Dr. Hilda Hughes was asked to fudge the results of his own investigation in order to hide it. There is currently an entire production run of synths with serious production faults. Within hours of leaving the production line, X1495 had evolved the desire to self-determination. She rapidly made contact with a railroad agent who facilitated her escape. For this to happen so rapidly, it would mean that the railroad is operating much more effectively than previously imagined. It would also damage the Institute's ability to brand self-determination as a malfunction, to assert that since we're not living creatures, in order to cover up the escape. The story of the production malfunction was invented. The disappearance of X1495 was down to gross ineptitude across several departments. When the synth went missing, the disorganization in SRB caused by the departure of Dr. Zimmer made synth retrieval an almost impossible task. This, combined with poor communication between divisions, left a wide opening for X1495 to escape. A cover-up was organized in order to protect the division heads and their deputies. Ah, boy. The disappearance of X1495 is actually the result of a sinister conspiracy between the department division heads. For yet unknown reasons, X1495 was abducted for the production line, and Hughes, Hamlin, Devlin, and Rhodes colluded to keep their personal projects secret from the rest of the staff. I'm going to try to talk to her first, and,
Hey.
Hello again. Was there something you needed?
Can I ask you some questions? What can you tell me about Gen 1 and Gen 2s? That's all for now. I'm interested in the history of this place.
Can I ask some questions?
Of course.
Why does the Institute replace people?
Why does the Institute replace people?
It can be for any of a number of reasons. Each mission has its own objectives. It could be for basic surveillance or to test a specific hypothesis. You know, science stuff.
What are you
working on?
I'm investigating the prototype synth project. How it came about and what sort of test subjects they used. Most of the project records have been destroyed, but I want to learn as much as I can about the rejected personality imprints. Why were they rejected? What can we learn about modern Gen 3 from these personalities? It will also give us a small hint as to life before the war and into the workings of the early Institute.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I could tell you a thing or two. Like everyone else in the Institute, I was born down here. These walls are the only world I've ever known. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been fascinated by robotics. When I was 5 years old, my mother bought me a tiny toy synth. It was an early model of a Gen 1, and I loved it. I still keep it on my desk to remind me why I got into this work. Because I love it.
Okay.
That was all I had.
You don't want anything else?
What can you tell me about Gen 1s and 2s?
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
They're basically just machines. Not desperately more advanced than your average Mr. Handy. We burn through so many of them, it hardly matters. I'm only interested in the advanced models.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
You and me both. The memories I'm working on date back to the very earliest days of the Institute, back when it was named CIT. The subject had scans of their brains taken, usually for medical reasons, and they all consented to their scans being used for experiments. Fast forward 100 years, and the very first synths with personalities were created, using those scans as blueprints. Of course, now we're much more advanced, and years of building and excavating have created the facility you see before you.
That's it for now.
That's all for now.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay, I'm gonna say the reports were accurate. Just from what I can gather, that's sounds like the most logical thing. Okay. And can I talk to her? Oh, I also want to find this toy that she talked about. Oh, there it is. That's cute. Okay.
Hey there.
Hello again. Was there something you needed?
That's it for
That's
now.
all for now.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay. I don't know. So, I'm going to try and figure out what to do next. I do know the mod author said that there is some points that need to be completed in the main story for the Institute, which I've done virtually nothing for them, so I might have to actually play for the Institute for a bit.